What's going on, guys? I'm Andrew Linder.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Eric Kevlak.
Guys, this is the RPM Way podcast, episode 1. Thank you for joining us. If you guys watched last week, we kind of got into who we are, what we're doing, and everything like that. But this episode today, Eric, we're going to get real into, what RPM is, right? What we're about, and kind of what our overlook is for the next few months, right? We're gonna give the people a little bit of insight to who we are as people, kind of what we're training for, and then just really deep dive into the RPM way and what we want to progress with this podcast. But guys, before we get into all that, like, comment, subscribe, do the thing. We really appreciate it, guys. But yeah, let's get right into it, Rick. So RPM, right? We'll start off with what it stands for: running past motivation. If you follow me on any social media, you see me posting it. If you see any of the people that I coach running marathons, you'll always see them post RPM, right? And it's really, running past motivation because, Eric, we talk about it a ton. That point where you're just exhausted or you just have no motivation to do something, right? Like going through a 20-week uh training course to run a marathon, right? Like there's days where you don't want to run. I'll tell you right now, right? Like I've done it. I've done it before. I'm doing it right now. There's days where you want to go eat your favorite food instead of eating clean, right? There's, just like playing college football. You got the Temple hoodie on right now, right? There's a lot of days when you're in spring ball or in camp where you're like, damn, I got to go lift right now. And that's really what we're promoting here, is running past that motivation, not just in training, right? But in life in general. There's going to be that point where the motivation is zero, right? But this is when discipline comes into place. You hear people like Jocko Willink and David Goggins say, discipline is freedom. Discipline is freedom. Well, listen, that's running past motivation. Because, Rick, when motivation isn't there, you got to have discipline, right? And that's the biggest thing. So with the RPM way, that's what we promote here, right? I love the slogan, the RPM way, because that's how we do everything, not just training, not just working out, but in life, in business, whether it's real estate or your W2 job, or you're going to the grocery store, right? Do it the RPM way, right? Do it with a passion unknown to mankind. And Rick, what do you think, man? I know the answer. We talk about it all the time, but for the people, the biggest thing about RPM and what we're doing, what is the biggest thing about it?
Like you said, the RPM way, it's more of, how you do anything is how you do everything, right? And the big thing we're trying to build is a community, and a
There you
community
go.
that's going to hold each other accountable, right? Sometimes a lot of people are going to the gym alone every single day. They don't have a gym partner, right? Maybe some of their friends aren't, into fitness. And
Right.
for what we're trying to do is create that community so you do have people involved in fitness and want to push you to newer heights.
Yep.
Um, and like I said, it's not only in the gym, it's at your job, right? You're waking up 7 o'clock, you're not feeling too well, you got a little bit of a sniffle, right? You know, you don't want to go work. Fuck that, right? Nobody wants to work, right? And nobody else on your team at your job gives a fuck what you feel like, right? So get up and go to work, right? Andrew's training for a 20-week marathon to run a sub 3 marathon, right? To qualify for the Boston Marathon, which is one of the hardest feats that you can do as a human. I'm sure that there are points in this marathon training that are going to be way harder than the actual marathon itself. And when it's week 16 and he's got to run 18 miles and it's pissing outside, who
Yeah.
cares? Those other racers in Ohio aren't going to give a fuck that he ran in the rain and they were out in Southern California running in great weather. They don't care. It's the same thing
No.
in your job, same thing in life. Nobody cares. You just got to. So we're trying to build a community to promote healthy lifestyle through motivation and accountability that maybe some people haven't had and maybe some people would like more of. I myself, I want to be surrounded by the same type of people who are going to be asking me, hey, did you get that lifting today? What'd you eat
Right.
today? Oh, you had McDonald's? Oh, you better go run
Yeah.
5 miles tomorrow. You better hit that lift as hard as you
Right.
possibly can. You better do two extra reps.
Yeah,
So,
and that's the thing, right? Is like when you wake up and you had to go run today, like, and I have to go run, and I have people who hold me accountable, and I know that my guy just got he woke up earlier than me and got his 10 miles in. I gotta go get mine, you know? And a lot of people lose that. They lose that drive, they lose that competitive nature. And dude, competing brings out the best in you. It really does. Because now we're not just competing in running or lifting, but how can we compete in eating better, right? How can we compete in looking better and feeling better, right? Or like whatever aspect you put it into your life, like, oh no, like I want to be a better husband or a better dad or all those things. And that's really what it really ties down to, because being the best version of yourself, there's literally nothing more powerful than that. And that's why community is so important, right? When you wake up, like you slept in today and you saw that, and I see that Rick already got his workout in, I got to lace him up. I got to go lace him up. And that's the biggest thing. And a lot of people are missing that. A lot of people are missing the structure, right? And that's something that we were very blessed with playing high school sports, college sports, and having that structure that, okay, today I got to wake up and do this. I have this person holding me accountable, X, Y, and Z. Okay, well, what happens when you don't have that, right? And
mhm.
that's what we're really putting together here. And we're really giving like people a sense of like, you know, camaraderie, where it's like, okay, these are my guys or girls, right? And I'm going to go get it. I'm going to earn mine today, you know?
No, absolutely. And I've never been a part of, a winning team at any level, whether it be football, baseball, basketball, in college. I've never been a part of a winning team that doesn't have a culture, right? And our culture for this community is going to be accountability and getting shit done,
Right.
right? So trying to build that culture is going to be the toughest thing. But once what's intact, once you have a foundational base, the sky is the limit.
Yeah.
Um,
You just keep
so
building on top of it.
just
So
keep stacking days.
exactly. And you start stacking wins, and that's so important. So Rick, let's talk to them, right? When if you're joining this community, what's coming with it, right? You got me and you. Um, what comes with RPM? What comes with this community that we're talking about here? I sign up to RPM in some way. What am I getting out of it?
Broad answer, you're going to get a ton of value. You're going to get lifting programs. You're going to get running programs. You're going
Okay.
to get nutrition tips. You're going to have access to Division 1 strength coaches. You're going to have access to doctor to physical therapists, people who have been the strength and conditioning coach for the Phillies and the Pirates. You're going to have
Wow.
guys like Andrew who are going to run a sub 3 marathon, building you a program to run a sub 3 marathon or 5K,
Yeah.
10K, half marathon. If I'm looking to try to run some Spartan races, trying to train for those, trying to place as high as possible, right? Once I can get a few of those, I'll be able to, you know, give my
Yeah.
knowledge and my base out. So all in all, it's just a lot of value.
Okay.
Um, we'll have a community with the Discord, Facebook page, things like that to keep everyone
Yeah.
intact.
Sweet.
Um, yeah,
So is this just for, I mean, it doesn't sound, is this just for like if you're just like an athlete and you have a goal to like go run a race or go do a Spartan race, like something like that? Like what is this just for those type of people?
absolutely not. If you've never picked up a weight in your life and you finally want to, take that jump,
Okay.
we're here every step of that way. We'll be able to guide you on an onboarding call, weekly Zooms, Q&A sessions to ask, answer all your questions for, form and technique. How should I do this? How should I do that? Nutrition
Wow.
tips. What should I be eating?
Yeah.
And if, maybe you were never an athlete and you're just a guy that's in college or a guy that's been out of college and you're a power lifter, right? You just want
Okay.
to put on size. It's February, right? May comes quick. The beach comes quick. And
Yes,
you
it
want that body
does.
to get down. Yeah, we're gonna hold you accountable for 12 weeks. You're gonna be lifting. You're gonna be eating right. Right. You're gonna be posting in the chat and in the page every single day what you're eating, 3, 4, 5 times a day. And if you're not eating right, you're gonna be held accountable and you're gonna be called out. Right. If you're doing shit right constantly, you're gonna be spotlighted. People are gonna know who you are. Right.
Yeah.
So
So I mean, it sounds like, so really this is open to anybody. right? Whether you are going to be an Olympic, do some Olympic training and you want to train like an athlete, or if you just want to get ready for the beach, which most people do, right? I mean, I'll be honest, like everyone wants to look good with their shirt off. I don't care what anybody says with like these new cultures eating, you know, Frosted Flakes and Lucky Charms or whatever instead of steak, whatever that report that came out. But you want to look good with your shirt off, and I'm not hearing anything else. So if I do just want that, you got a program for me, right? So then it's not just this program isn't just for people who are trying to run marathons either, right? When it comes to if you do want to run a marathon, awesome. We got someone that can do that, right? That's me, where I'll help guide you and get all that stuff done, even if it's for a half marathon, for a 10K, for a 5K. You never ran before. Cool. Let's do it, right? Let's figure it out. Let's figure out your goals. So that's kind of the thing, Rick. So you talked about it for a second there. So you said when I sign up, I'm going to get like a call with you and the team and pretty much figure out, okay, what are my goals? And then it's going to be our job to say, okay, this is how we're going to achieve them. And then as a community in RPM, we're going to execute them together.
Absolutely.
Broadly, that's pretty much what you said from my ears listening to you. I love it. And I'll take another step back here. You did say a lot. So we got some Zooms. What's going on? I know you said Zoom meetings are possibly going on. What's that? Just like what is that?
Yeah, so what we're going to do is whether that be once a week, twice a week, once a month, kind of what everybody in the community feels they need, right? We'll put out some polls here and there. Do people want a weekly meeting or are they just fine with a monthly meeting? These Zooms will be whether they're Q&A structured, which is, people are asking questions about nutrition tips. They've had a lot of trouble with recovering from their long runs. Like, what am I doing wrong? Am I not foam rolling correctly? Am I not stretching long enough? Am I doing the wrong stretches?
Right.
People that are asking about the lifts. Should I bench before I squat? Should I squat on Monday? Should I squat when I'm running, before I'm running, after I'm running?
Okay.
Any type of question, the Q&As will be held open. So Andrew and myself, our strength coach will be writing our programs, will be on these calls. People will raise their hands in the Zooms, and we will just kind of go around the horn answering the questions, right?
Right.
Then we'll have other Zooms where there will be a topic, whether that be, hey, we have a nutrition meeting in a month from now. Save the date. You're going to get a lot of value. We're going to bring somebody on to guest speak to talk to you about nutrition who does it for their job.
Sweet.
Things like that.
So we'll really have like Q&As, like whatever their thoughts and concerns are in the community. People are struggling with X, Y, and Z. Boom, that'll be addressed in the Q&As. And then we'll have meetings, right? Whether they come monthly or whatever, whenever they come, and there'll be specialized meetings, right? So whether it's like someone in physical therapy or we got someone who is a nutritionist, right? Whoever specializes in that, obviously we have a great, wealth of knowledge between the core people in RPM, but bringing on someone who specializes in that, there's nothing better than getting some more knowledge. So I love that, man. Rick, I mean, this sounds great, right? I love it, obviously, right? If I'm someone who's just like watch this video and is like, dude, like, well, when's this happening? Or like how can I get more information? How can I sign up? You want them that DM you? Like what do we want to do? You have someone drop a comment on here? What's the plan with that? Because I know someone is going to be watching this video and saying, that's what I need. That's what I've been looking for. I got New Year's resolutions I need to hit, and having someone that can get me a strength program, get me in better shape, make me look great because I'm trying to chase this dime piece on the beach this summer, down in Wildwood Memorial Day weekend. I know someone's looking at it, thinking that, right? So how do we get them started?
You can get started by, these are our IG handles right here, right?
Yeah.
DM either of us, right? And the sooner you join, the better, because we'll be coming out with some exclusive deals, right? Some first 10, some first 20 people,
right.
XYZ, those details, right? We'll be able to give those out on the next episode. But the earlier you get in, the better. It'll save yourself some time, some money, and you'll get started as soon as possible because, once we hit the ground, we're going to hit the ground running.
For sure.
And people are going to get left behind if they don't join quicker. So
Awesome. I love it, Rick. So listen, man, just to recap this episode, right? I don't want to go too long here. RPM, just an absolute monster of a community, bringing people together, holding people accountable. And with all that, we went into the details of the Zooms, who we're bringing in here, everything like that. And we got so much more we can touch on, but this is what we'll leave the people with. If you guys are interested in any of this, right? If you want to get better, you want to get faster, you want to run a marathon, or you just want to get stronger in general, DM either myself or Eric. Both of our handles are there. They'll also be in the description on this video later. DM us, right? And just DM us saying coaching, and we'll know what you're talking about. And we'll hop on, we can either keep texting or we can hop on a call or do anything like that. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening. We do really appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe. Give us some comments, right? Give us some feedback. Let us know what you think. But Rick, I'm out of here, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you. You got anything you want to say?
No, thank you to everyone. Hey, one more thing. June's coming quick. You better get that body right.
Get that body right.
The RPM way.
Get that body right. The RPM way. Guys, I love it. We appreciate you. You guys have a great one, all right?